Hey guys, welcome to Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews. I'm your host Boise, and this is NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4. Did it live up to the hype? I'm going to answer that straight away, so yeah, it was great. Oh, you want more of a review? Okay, well, before we get started on that then, please don't forget guys to like, subscribe and press the notification so you can keep up to date with all our videos here at Smack Talk Wrestling Review. So let's hit the music. So we kicked off with the NXT Tag Team Championship match between the Undisputed Era and Moustache Mountain. Yes, you have to do that every time you say their name. What a fantastic match this was. This was, for me, a 5-star Tag Team Championship match. This was a brilliant way to start the show. It got the fans invested straight away. The fans were up on their feet by the end. That's how good this match was. I don't really want to spoil too much for you guys because I really hope you guys do check it out. It was a fantastic match from start to finish. Kyle O'Reilly is a psychopath. He's absolutely brilliant at being the guy you go, oh crap, I don't want to meet him in a dark alley. Tyler Bates just absolutely, he's somehow half Terminator. The guy he pulls off his strengths and, you know, these abilities to pull out big moves after big moves. You go, oh my god. Trent Seven was fantastic at selling. The dilemma of trying to save his young pupil / best friend when he was in the same need he was during their NXT tag team match on, a couple of weeks ago. He had that dilemma and it was fantastic selling. Roderick Strong was the silent, needed man. It was like all the small little bits which needed to be done. Roderick Strong held this match together. That's how good he was. It was a brilliant match, and Undisputed Era getting the victory was the right decision in my opinion. I thought after everything done, they needed that victory, so well done to them. And afterwards, after they got the win, Moustache Mountain's out of the way, who comes in? The War Raiders. What a brilliant way to destroy Undisputed Era, to get them out of the way for the Adam Cole's match as well, and it legitimately makes them the #1 contenders after Moustache Mountain. I cannot wait for that match, by the way. But altogether, with everything which happened, I've got to give it a 9 out of 10. It was that good. Fantastic start to the show. Next up, we got the Velveteen Dream versus EC3, and what? We just had a 5-star tag team match, and we got a hell of a match in this as well. First things first, Velveteen Dream has the biggest balls in all of wrestling. Well done. Back of his ass literally said, "Call me up, Vince." I don't know if that was Triple H's jab at Vince, or was that just Velveteen Dream being told, you can just put whatever you want on the back of your bum, my friend, and people will laugh at it. It was brilliant. The match itself was a clinic of a match, and both men just showing exactly why they're going to be main event superstars sooner rather than later. Velveteen Dream just, he's selling from the start. He was on the back foot for majority of the match, and his comeback was brilliant. Yes, straight away, I think everyone knew the crowd would be cheering for the Velveteen Dream over EC3. Both guys are heels. That's their gimmicks. But my God, both guys were fantastic. At certain points, they had the whole crowd behind them at different periods, and it was great to see. It was great to see that EC3, even though you got a loss, yet again, it's a big loss yet again, he doesn't feel like it's pushed his momentum. Actually, it feels, after this match, both men's stock have gone back up again. How is that possible? I know Velveteen Dream's stock has gone up because it's a big victory for him over EC3, but EC3 losing still makes his stock feel like it's more important. Both men feel like they could have a legitimate claim to taking on for the NXT Championship later on this year, because I would love to see that. My God. But yeah, both men stole that little bit of time they had in the ring was fantastic, and they just made the crowd go crazy, and I can't blame them. So for me, fantastic match from start to finish. Good old-fashioned, back foot, get momentum, get the victory, crowd goes crazy type of match. So I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Next up, we had, for me, the match of the night. It was brilliant. We had Adam Cole, baby, versus the one and only Ricochet. Both men just knew, they just had to steal the show. I had a feeling they would, and they did. Ricochet has somehow hacked gravity. He somehow managed to find a way to go, I'm going to break gravity to show everyone I can fly. And it does feel like he is flying more than anything. Adam Cole was brilliant. He was that fantastic heel from start to finish. Halfway through the match, he tried to get away. He was like, I've had enough of this. And Ricochet just wouldn't let him get away, which was great. Because Undisputed Era had been taken out earlier on, we knew they could... there's always that chance with a staple like Undisputed that they would get involved in the match, and I'm glad they didn't, because I think it would have taken away from this match. Ricochet and Adam Cole just showed everyone that these guys, they honestly don't need to be in NXT, in my opinion. They're that good. They could be on the main roster right now, stealing pay-per-view shows all the time. That's how good they are. Adam Cole tried to super kick Ricochet's face off his body. That's how much it felt like both men wanted to kill each other. And that's what you want to see. Sometimes you just want to see the superstars try and kill each other. And there's so many bits during Ricochet's match where you just go, that's a gif, that's a gif, that's a gif, that's a gif. It's literally like, he's just like an internet making machine, is Ricochet. So, without spoiling too much, Ricochet is our new North American champion. Fantastic. I love that. Adam Cole looked brilliant, and now he could go up to the main roster. I doubt he will. I reckon it'll be another couple of months till he does go up. But my God, what if that is his last show at NXT? He has definitely shown what he is capable of doing on the main roster, and I cannot wait. So altogether, like I said, this is the match of the night. What am I going to give it? Well, I'm going to give it a 10. I'm going to give it a 10. 10 out of 10. Well done, lads. You did it. First ever 10 out of 10. Next up, we had the NXT Women's Championship match where we had Shayna Baszler, the NXT champion, taking on Kairi Sane. Oh my God, what a brilliant... Like I said, all the way through I was going, this is a great match, 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 this is a great match. And this was a great match. It did everything I wanted it to do and more. Shayna's been a dominant NXT champion for a long time now, since she literally destroyed Ember Moon to get that title, and I just thought this is the right opportunity. Kairi has been that quiet, growing in popularity kind of since she's won the Mae Young Classic. That's kind of been her big thing. Now she had that big moment at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4. Nearly a year after winning the Mae Young Classic, she is now the new NXT Women's Champion, and I think this is the right call. I think she could lead the NXT Women's division to the next stage. I think there's going to be a lot of brilliant women who are going to come to NXT after the Mae Young Classic, and I think Kairi Sane will be a brilliant babyface champion. I think she has that plucky underdog, but be ruthless when she needs to champion what we need to see. Don't get me wrong, Shayna Baszler was a brilliant heel champion, but she just felt... honestly, that she was brilliant at chasing the belt than she was when she was the champion. I think she was much better at being that person who you're kind of scared of taking on, because she could kill you if she wanted to. And both women it was one of the best NXT women's matches up there. I think it's just behind Bayley and Sasha Banks' match for the women's title, but my God, it's just behind that. That's how good it was. Kairi Sane showing her pretty much her aggressive nature during the whole match, which you want to see. But yeah, she got it with the insane elbow, beating Shayna Baszler, well, it looked like she got it, then Baszler looked like she was about to grip her into the submission move. Kairi managed to flip her over, hold her down for the freak out, and get the victory. It was a brilliant way of. It was just reversal after reversal after reversal, which is what you want to see. It was smart booking at its best. So I've got to give this a 8 out of 10. This moves us on to the main event, the NXT Championship. Tommaso Ciampa, the champion, taking on Johnny Gargano, the challenger. This is part 3 of their very, very strong series. And for a last minute change to what should have been a triple threat match, I think both men did brilliant. I would have loved to see what it would have been like with Aleister Black involved. I think that would have just been insane. But what they managed to do with a last man standing match, they did brilliant. I think it was the weakest one out of the 3. I honestly do. I think the last match they had before this was their best match, but I do think this match just needed. It was so good, but I can't see what's going to happen next. I think that it needs to end now. I think Johnny Gargano and Ciampa's storyline needs a break, a very long break for a year before they see each other again. That's what they need to do. It was a great storytelling of Johnny Gargano's anger and hatred towards Tommaso Ciampa, costing him the victory yet again. And I think this is something which WWE could sell on for a year or two, where, you know, now that Johnny's lost for second time in a row, that's the third time they've been fighting, Johnny needs to go to the main roster now. I think that's the logical route for him. He needs to go to the main roster, SmackDown Live, let's be honest. And Tommaso Ciampa needs to stay on NXT. I think he is a brilliant heel champion. He's that arsehole you just want to see get beaten, but you kind of like him because he is such a good heel. You just like, I hate him, but I like him being the champion because he's such a good heel. It's that good little level. So Ciampa did manage to get the win after being handcuffed to the stage, where Johnny Gargano was kicking his face in to the stage. It looked like he was going to get, but his anger cost him when he tried to knee him in the face to get the victory. He fell, damaged his leg, couldn't get up in time, lost to the 10 count, yet Ciampa managed to fall onto the ground on the stage to get himself back upright to get the 10 count. It was a good storyline. For me, I would have personally gone for a double count out. Both of them out by 10, and that would have really sold this isn't over, but it is kind of story. But yeah, Ciampa won. I'm not angry with that result. I think it is time for Johnny Gargano to finally go up to the main roster and show everyone why he is Johnny Wrestling. Like I said, it wasn't the best match of their series, but it was still very good. And seeing as it was a last minute change since Aleister Black got injured, I can't complain too much. So I'm going to give this a 8 out of 10. And there you go, guys. That was NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4, and what a match! What a pay-per-view that was. It was a pay-per-view in my opinion. It was brilliant from start to finish. It was brilliant. I don't think there was a match on there I did not enjoy all night. I watched every match. There were so many close countouts, close victories. I was like, I literally had my hands over my head most of the night. Like, I was exhausted. I was literally, yeah, true, it was like 3 in the morning when it finally finished over here in the UK, and I was shattered from that. But I was shattered because it was so well put together that the crowd didn't have time to like go, oh god, you know. It was like having an all-you-can-eat buffet, and you just enjoyed every second of it. But what was your favourite moment of NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4, guys? Leave it in the comments below because I want to hear what you thought. If you don't forget, guys, to please like, subscribe, and follow us. Don't forget to press the notification bell to keep up to date. And if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can do it. It's at Smack Talk YouTube. It's Smack Talk YouTube. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Boise88. And I'll see you guys next time on Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews.